Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Taken in part exchange earlier on this morning, we have here a Mazda 3 2-litre TS2, and this is an automatic car. Now, as I walk around the car, please do take note of the condition of this vehicle. It's in very lovely condition. We've just given it a quick wash, but it does need a valet, a few little touch-ins, you know, the usual sort of bits and pieces. But this is pretty much how the car has come in, so you can see how the previous owner has looked after this vehicle. Now, as I walk around, I just want to tell you a bit of background on the vehicle. I actually sold this car back in 2013. Very nice gentleman, and he popped in last Monday. He was in using the service department, and I got talking to him. He wanted a car with sat nav, because I said, well, why don't you use your phone? And he wanted a car with one with a big screen, because his eyesight isn't as good as it was. And it just happened I had another used car coming in part exchange, which he collected this morning. So that's the background on the vehicle. The car has been serviced with Mazda up to 2017. I'll share that with you when we get in the vehicle, and I've also got the invoices for the independent garage that he's been using for the last couple of years, and the last time I think it was serviced, but we will check this when we get in the car, it was February this year. So it's well looked after car. You've got parking sensors, a very good sized boot. There's a bit of sand or something there, we'll get that cleaned. You have a spare wheel, okay? Now, I don't see the importance of spare wheels unless you have a flat, of course, and there's nobody around to rescue you, but this car does have a spare wheel and an enormous boot. So a very family-friendly vehicle. Since having my son, he's now 3, I now see the importance of a big boot over a lot of other things. Whereas before, I didn't understand why people worried about their boot size. So there you go, TS2. So TS2 gets you these alloys, okay? Gets you cruise control, Bluetooth, and I'll show you that when we get in the vehicle. The tyres are all in really good condition on this car. I was actually admiring them. I think one's a little flat though at the back, but the car will go through our workshop. Anything that requires doing shall be done. There are no dents on the roof. I know that's probably an unusual thing for someone to point out, but apparently over in this neck of the woods we get a lot of hailstorm damage, and I have had some dents on roofs of cars, so I just want to point that out. And you've got ISOFIX anchorages in the rear of the vehicle if you carry little people with ISOFIX baby seats, child seats. Now, if you don't have an ISOFIX one, just a regular one will also fit. You got electric windows, mirrors here. So let's start up the vehicle. So there you go, no warning lights. And the customer pointed out to me, he said, oh, I've committed to buying a new car, but I went and put 50 quid's worth of fuel in the car the other day. So it's also got over half a tank of fuel, and in this day and age, fuel is it's not rare. It was rare a little while ago, but it's a very expensive commodity. So you also got automatic wipers. You've got automatic lights. You've got a steering column that goes up, down, in and out. Okay. Auto dimming rear view mirror. Hands-free Bluetooth hands-free kit. So you can actually pair your phone up, which I think is really good for this vintage of car. 2010, yeah, 2010. It's 12 years old, and it does work. I mean, I've used my phone on these recently. Let's have a look here. I don't know. You have. You've got a 6 CD changer of CDs are your thing. I personally don't own one. And there's an auxiliary plug there. So connectivity is great. And this car also has a heated front screen, which is that there. So heated front screen, which is superb. If you've ever had one, most Ford owners have had them, and this was the time where Mazda and Ford had a relationship, some sort of affiliation. It was never owned by Ford, by the way. Everyone tells me that. It was a sort of 21% investment. Also, it is roasting today. What have we got here? It says 23 degrees. It feels like more than that. It really feels about 30 to me. But I am in a shirt and tie. But this air conditioning is so impressive. In fact, if you have a look on our website, you'll see I've just advertised a 59 plate manual version of this. And I was so impressed by the air conditioning. I think it's better than the modern cars. I really do. It's superb. There's the mileage there, by the way, 66,795. So let me share the service record with you. I like to do this because it's nice and transparent, you know. Now, the car wasn't sold by us new. I think the gentleman was the second owner. It was actually supplied by Mill Cars, which is Otterspool, Watford way, that's it. That was in February 2010. Then in March 2011, Mill Cars serviced it, and again in 2012. Now I'm assuming, so there you go, third service as well. So they probably sold it or part exchanged it, and then we got it. It looks like it was a part exchange at our Bookham branch, I'd imagine, okay. And then we got our hands on it and sold it. We sold it in 2015, okay, when it's 5 years old. And then serviced it in 16 and 17, okay, so that. And then from that point, I've got here, what have we got here? 19, 20, and 22. So, last service was in February, Monday the 28th of February. MOT main service, say that had oil filter, air filter, pollen filter, spark plugs, motor flush, fuel treatment. That was £400. And then in 21, you had an interim service, okay, and a main service in 19. And sorry, let's go 20, go in the wrong order. What have we got here? That was an interim, and then a main in 19. So it's got a really, really good service history. I'm going to have these invoices added to the Mazda digital service record, so it's all in one place. Okay. So yeah, this is a very honest car. You've got an English heritage sticker there. If you watch my last video, there's a National Trust sticker. I always find that cars with National Trust, English heritage, they're always very well kept. Look at the back seats. Beautiful. Now, the gentleman, I'm not going to say his age in case he's watching this, but thank you for the car. He's an elderly, well into retirement gent. So the car, I think he's probably the only person that, well, most of the time that drives the car. So it's in really, really lovely condition. You've got a auto gearbox, and also let me just confirm, this is a, well, some people say, is it a proper automatic gearbox? Now, it's a proper gearbox. It's seamless and it doesn't roll back on hills. And I know people who've been driving autos for many years, they don't like these modern boxes that roll back on hills. They're a bit jerky. You know, they're not a seamless gear change. This is all of those things. But you can drive it manually as well. And this is a 5-speed gearbox, if I'm not mistaken. They did a 1.6 version of the auto in this era, but it was a lesser spec, the same CO2, so the fuel consumption was the same, but people couldn't get their head round, hold on, I don't want a 2-litre car, even though it was more economical or the same. And I think that had a 4-speed gearbox. This is the better car, it really is. And I'm not just saying that, honestly. I remember when these were new, 2-litre version was fantastic. Okay, you've got, you know, all this sort of, you can get your info up there, cruise control, really, really well spec'd indeed. Okay, got the original books here as well. So this car will come with a 12-month warranty, comprehensive, no silly claim limits like 250 quid. You know, you will be able to make a claim with this vehicle. Not one of these sort of warranties that make it so difficult for you to make a claim you kind of give up and leave, and you're left feeling very sort of disgruntled and upset. I've seen it many times over. It will go through the workshop, even though it was only serviced in February. We'll put it through the workshop. Anything that requires doing shall be done. Okay. So warranty we've mentioned. It will be valeted. Okay, not that it needs much in terms of valeting. It won't take long to get this nice. It's all very nice indeed. No nasty smells in the car. Part exchange is extremely welcome. Now, we are a Mazda dealer, so there'll be a lot of these. Well, not a lot, but there'll be a few of these out there that won't be offered at a Mazda dealer. They'll be at more independent sort of places, and dare I say it, the cars probably aren't to the same sort of standard. Then we would prepare our cars. This car will be prepared just like we would prepare 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old Mazda. Okay. Now, we want your part exchange. There's a lot of hype out there. Get a better price, put your reg number in, get a better deal. You'll get the best deal with a part exchange. So please do all those things. Punch your reg number in and get a price, but then do contact us. And as I say, we want your part exchange. We really do. And if there's any more specific photographs, videos you'd like us to send, or any information on this car, no matter how trivial, let us know. We're here to help. We really are. And try us at any time of day. Should it be out of working hours, business hours, and you can even leave us a voicemail. We'll try to come back to you, or a email or live chat. Okay. We've got a delivery service within a 100-mile radius. If you're out of that, get in touch and see what we can do. Okay, we've got finance facilities, all dealer facilities, warranty extension facilities. Okay, we can do an online sort of presentation, walk around of the vehicle. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope it's been informative, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.